Hey guys, Jennifer here with the Family Fudge, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a new house tour and a grocery haul. But you guys, this isn't our house and it isn't our normal grocery haul, so definitely stay tuned to find out what we're up to. Now you guys, long story short, we hopped on a plane and left Florida so that we could attend a YouTube conference in Arizona called Clamor. Now this is an event that we've been going to for years, and it usually includes lots of other YouTube families, and it's something that we look forward to attending each year. Now, unfortunately, last year's event had to be canceled, but this year it's back on and we decided to go a few days early so that we could spend some time in Utah before the event in Arizona. Now, Utah is kind of a special place for us. We do have some family members here that we like to visit, and we actually seriously considered moving here before we ultimately decided on Florida. Utah is such a beautiful place and there are so many fun things to do. One of our favorite places in Utah is actually the Park City area, and that's where we decided to rent our Airbnb. Now you guys will have to let me know in the comments down below if you've ever been to Park City, Utah. This area has lots of history and it's really popular for people who love to ski and to snowboard. Now, many of the houses in this area were built in the late 1800s and are technically historical sites, and so is the Airbnb that we're staying in. So right as we walk through the door, you're gonna see that there is a lot of storage, which I love. This rental property is definitely popular with people who come here to go skiing. So there's a place to keep your skis here, and there's even a little boot drying and warming rack. Now you guys, I actually love the whole design of this place, and I'd say it's a really interesting combination of both rustic with modern touches as well. In the living room area, there is a really nice and compact IKEA sectional, which also pulls out into another bed if needed. There's also this giant fluffy beanbag chair. There's an electric fireplace and a TV. Over here we have the kitchen area, which is super sleek and modern. I really love these cabinets as well. They open upwards, which is definitely different than what I have at home. And you guys, the great thing about staying in an Airbnb versus a hotel is that here we have a full kitchen with a refrigerator and a stove and a sink and everything that we need to actually cook our own food. That way we don't have to eat out for every single meal. Now back over here off of the living room, we have the main bedroom with a super cozy king-size bed. And as you'll see, this entire rental space has really unique lighting. Over here off of the kitchen is the only other bedroom, but as you'll see, it has plenty of room for all of the kids. Yes, there are actually 2 sets of queen-sized bunk beds in here, so lots of beds for sure. And you guys, there's also a washer and dryer, which I love. And then finally over here is the bathroom, which is really nice and has everything that we need. Does it feel like a marshmallow? Look it! You each have your own big bunk bed. Big bunk bed. Is that gonna be your bed?
Yeah. I think that talks. No, Griffin. Little kid's on the bottom, big kid's on the top.
Mommy. Which one are you gonna pick? You can't sleep over there. Which bed are you gonna pick?
I'm really on this one because it has a blue blanket up there. Probably this one because it's blue.
Yeah, I think this one's good for you in case you need to use the bathroom. Okay guys, what do you think?
Really cool. Yes.
It's kind of cool and modern.
Yeah.
But you cannot damage anything.
Okay.
Don't break anything, don't scratch anything, don't dent anything.
Okay.
Just be calm.
Okay. No.
Okay.
Come look at this.
What is it? There's something weird about the toilet, they said. What could be weird about the toilet? Oh! I didn't notice that actually has a bidet.
What is that? A bidet. A bidet. A bidet. What's that for?
What's it for? Do you want me to show you?
Yeah.
So there is the little Airbnb house tour, and now let's get on to the grocery haul. Now, one thing that I absolutely love is to learn about and to experience foods from different cultures. Many years ago, before I had kids, I was able to spend a lot of time in Japan. And it was while I was in Japan that I actually fell in love with the Japanese bento, which then became the inspiration for my Bunches of Lunches series on this channel. So basically, anytime I have the chance to visit an Asian supermarket and find some of my favorite Japanese snacks and treats, I definitely jump at the chance. This Chinatown market is located in South Salt Lake City, and I absolutely love it. Check out all of the different baked goods, all of the mochi. There are so many different kinds of Pocky, lots of different flavors of Kit Kats, and you guys check out the adorable steamed buns. Now, I was 16 years old on my very first trip to Japan, and as my oldest daughter Mackenzie is going to be a teenager in just a couple of years, I'm already hoping and planning and dreaming of taking her to Japan. That way she can experience everything that I experienced. So after we left Chinatown, it was already lunchtime, but we had one more store that we needed to go to. So I did go ahead and give each kid a special snack. And you guys, since this was a melty treat, we definitely needed to eat it right away. I picked up some of these ice cream taiyaki. Now I picked out some strawberry ones and some filled with a red bean paste, which are my favorite. After we finished our treat, we headed over to the largest Costco in the world, which is in Salt Lake City, Utah. Now, years ago, I made a video with a complete tour of this store, so I'll go ahead and link that video down below. But basically, this Costco has everything a regular Costco would have, but it also has things that a business Costco would have too. So there's so much stuff in this store, and I know this might sound strange, but anytime we're visiting a different state, if there is a Costco nearby, I always like to stop in just so I can see what's different. And of course, if we ever do get to go back to Japan, I'm definitely putting a trip to Costco on my bucket list. That's something I would love to experience. Okay guys, so I'm going to start with the items from Chinatown first, and you'll probably notice that most of these things are actually Japanese with a few exceptions. Now, while we're here, I don't want to be doing a lot of cooking, so most of these things are just snacks and treats and things that I can easily take home in my suitcase. Now, first up, I picked up these mozzarella cheddar cheese corn dogs. These look so interesting. These are actually from Korea, and I've seen similar things on Instagram. They look so good. So I'm hoping that we can make these. There's only 5 in there, and this Airbnb does have a toaster oven, so I'm excited to give these a try. Oh yes, and these actually have a soft, chewy rice dough on the inside, so I'm thinking it might be like a mochi consistency. So yeah, that's really different. Next, I picked out some of my favorite Japanese condiments. The first one is this tonkatsu sauce. This is really, really good. Now, to me, this tastes a lot like a Worcestershire sauce, so it's that kind of flavor. Next, I got some of my favorite salad dressing. This is the Kewpie Deep Roasted Sesame Dressing, and I actually love anything that has sesame seeds, which you will see in a minute. But this is the salad dressing I used to eat all the time in Japan, and it is delicious. And then, of course, I also picked up some Japanese mayonnaise. I can't wait to give this a try. It's been a long time. I can't remember if I like it or not, so hopefully we'll like it. Now, moving on to the snack category, I got 2 different kinds of really interesting Lay's potato chips. This first one is supposed to be a waxberry flavor, and I have no idea what a waxberry is. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. And then this one is supposed to be a sakura flavored chip, and of course the sakura is the Japanese cherry blossom. So very different. And then back over here, I got this big bag of snacks that I used to have when I was living in Japan. This is called Umaibo, and it's a baked corn snack. These are so cute. Let me open one up so I can show you. Now these do come in different flavors, but I got the cheese kind, and it's basically a giant Cheeto puff. Look how big that is. Super crunchy and super cheesy. Now, like I said, since I'm not doing a ton of cooking while we're here, I did pick up a few ready-made items or easily made items. First, I picked up this mac and cheese spaghetti. You know, they had a ton of different kinds of instant ramen at the store, but this one looked really interesting. I've never seen it in a mac and cheese flavor before. So yeah, I just picked up one for us to try. Then I also got my favorite curry. I love curry rice, and this one's already ready to go. You just have to add it to your rice. And then this one I'll probably end up taking home with me because it's just the sauce. To make this, you also need ground beef and some tofu, but this is so good, one of my favorite dishes. Then I also picked up a pack of Yakult, which is a probiotic drink. I stayed with a host family once in Japan, and my host mother gave me one of these little bottles every single day, and I just fell in love with them. So yeah, I'm hoping my kids will like these. And then of course we have a ton of mochi. Now I absolutely love mochi of all different flavors, but I especially like the strawberry flavored ones. At the Chinatown store we went to, they had so many different kinds of mochi. It was really hard to just pick a few, but I did let each kid pick out their favorite. My daughter Mackenzie picked out the ringo flavor, which is apple. My son Jackson picked out the banana, which is banana flavor. And then Lily picked out lemon, which is lemon. Now you guys, this one looks super good as well. This one is actually a taro flavored mochi. And then you guys, this one's a little bit different. As you can see, it's in little square pieces, and then they roll it in this powder, which I believe is made of roasted soybean. So it's like a soybean powder, which is also sweetened. It's really good. And then lastly, I picked up 4 of these little daifuku mochi balls. Both of these pink ones have just red beans inside. Now, I know that sounds interesting, but the red beans are sweetened and it's actually really good. And then these two also have red beans inside. This one is rolled in regular sesame seeds, and this one is rolled in black sesame seeds. Both of them are super tasty. Now you guys, the bakery section at the store was amazing. I picked out lots of different things. My son Griffin picked out this Swiss roll, which is actually an orange flavored roll. And then pretty much everything else I picked out because I thought my family would like to try them. First, we got some of this melon bread. This is actually 2 pieces together with some kind of filling. Of course, this one is so cute because it looks like a watermelon, and then this one looks like a cantaloupe. And then you guys, have you ever tried Japanese style cheesecake? It's nothing like the cheesecake we have here. It's very light and airy. It's super tasty. So I got 2 of those for us all to try. I also got this really interesting strawberry custard bread and pineapple bread. And then over here, I have an onion hot dog bread. Okay guys, just a few more things. We got 2 different kinds of senbei, which are a rice cake. This one is like a sweet and savory one. As you can see, there's little sweetened condensed milk on top. And then my daughter Mackenzie picked out the super cute Hello Kitty ones, which are actually strawberry flavored. Now they had so many different kinds of interesting drinks at the store as well. And if I could, I would have bought one of everything. I'm actually a huge fan of Japanese drinks, but on this trip we just picked up a few for the kids. We have a strawberry flavor, a blueberry flavor, and then Mackenzie picked out the strawberry milk tea. And then last but not least, we all picked out our own little box of snacks. Griffin picked out the vanilla Hello Panda. This is like a little cookie filled with vanilla cream. Mackenzie picked out the cookies and cream Pocky. Jackson picked out the banana. Lily picked out the almond crush version, and I picked out a sweet corn flavor. Okay guys, so we ended up getting so many treats and snacks from Chinatown that when I went to Costco, I only got dinner things, water for us to drink while we're here, and mostly like fruits and veggies. On our very first day here, before we got to our Airbnb, we did stop at a Utah grocery store called Macey's, where we picked up most of the breakfast items that we would need. So we got things like breakfast sandwiches, eggs, cereal, a couple different kinds of milk, and I got some really interesting looking popcorn as well. We just picked up what we would need for that very next day, but of course that means we already have breakfast covered, and for lunches we plan to show you what we're doing for lunches in the bunches of lunches video coming tomorrow. Okay guys, so in the fruit and veggie department, I got a bunch of bananas, which are already looking kind of old. Hopefully we can eat those before they go bad. And then to make things easier on us, we just got this big fruit platter. So we have strawberries, mango, pineapple, cantaloupe, and blueberry. This is already washed, cut up, ready to go, so we can take it to the park and have a picnic. I also got a big bag of the organic apples. And then they didn't have a veggie platter at Costco, so I ended up getting this one from Walmart. I just love that this is ready to go. I don't have to do a lot of chopping or washing or anything. So we have carrots, sugar snap peas, tomatoes, which I will not be eating. We have broccoli, and it comes with ranch. We did get a couple of snacks. These are actually hummus and pretzel cups. My kids have totally been loving pretzels and hummus recently, so when I saw these at Costco, I thought they would be perfect for an on-the-go snack. The pretzel thins are on top, and then just the perfect amount of hummus on the bottom. And we also got a bag of the chicharrones in the jalapeno cheddar flavor. And then of course we have some really easy dinner options. First, I picked up this potato and cheese pierogi. So these are like little potato and cheese filled dumplings. This package comes with 3 trays, so that might make more than 2 dinners. And these aren't even frozen, so they're going to be quick and easy to make. I also picked up a package of the chicken coconut curry with mango. That just sounded so good. So I got this, and to go with it, I got the naan bread. And then I'm super excited about this Chinese style salad kit. Our Costco in Florida doesn't have these, and I used to buy them in California all the time. So this comes with basically everything you need for this salad. So it has the chicken, the crispy noodles, the wonton strips, cashews, almonds, and the sesame dressing. All you have to do is add lettuce. So I got this guy right here, so I can chop this up and we can have, I think this makes two different family-sized salads. So that can be 2 dinners this week as well. Now you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to come back for tomorrow, where I'm gonna be sharing our lunches from the week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.